The irony, right? Because we just do our best and then things don't always work. So you can hear me? Yay! All right, I have no idea why last time you couldn't hear me, but this video is kind of a short and sweet overview of my blog from this week, because some people don't read my blog. Most people don't read my blog, and that's fine. But the messages that I put in the blog are important and great shifts to live a better life. So I'm doing the videos along with the blog. I said all this last time, you couldn't hear me. So anyway, this week's blog was do your best and surrender the rest. And it sounds trite. I mean, it rhymes, it's cute, but it sounds trite, but it's really, really important and powerful. And the whole premise is this: each moment of our life, we want to be doing our best, right? Putting in our best effort, being inspired in whatever it is we're doing it with love, having fun with it. You know, something doesn't have to be fun to have fun, but moment to moment, of course, we're going to try to do our best, right? We're all committed to doing our best. And then oftentimes things don't go as planned, like you do a Facebook Live video and there's no sound, right? So those moments when things don't go as well as we had hoped, that's when we have the opportunity to surrender. Hi, Dina. I'm getting better at reading the comments. I'm like evolving in my Facebook Lives. So the whole point of this, doing your best and then surrender the rest thing, because at the end of the day, there is this bigger flow of what's going on that is out of our control, right? Our mind is limited in what it can actually perceive and impact. You know, we're one human being, we're doing our best. And then there's going to be this huge amount of stuff that happens that's out of our control. I'm back. Yeah, see, it's working. Jeremy, thank you for telling me it wasn't working last time. So anyway, the point of all this is we do our best, and then we have to figure out how to surrender the rest. And that's the serenity prayer. If you're familiar with that, you know, God grant me the courage to change the things I can, the serenity to accept the things that I can't, and the wisdom to know the difference. But this is the deal. If we're always doing our best, then everything else we need to surrender. Because if we did our best, that was us putting in our absolute best effort. So that means by definition that whatever else went wrong potentially in our mind's assessment of it or didn't go as planned, that was out of our control because we did our best controlling what we could control. So it actually is much simpler when you break it down like that. Like, I did my best and shit still got fucked up. Oh, I don't know if I can curse on Facebook Live. Stuff still got messed up. So the tricky thing is trusting ourselves, right? Trusting that we did our best. And that's when we need to, you know, not have the self-criticism, the self-doubt. I'm not good enough, right? If we're feeling that we're not good enough, that's when we go down the rabbit hole of our best isn't good enough. And then we don't believe in ourselves, and then we doubt, and then we, you know, Monday morning quarterback, I should have, I could have, and we'll drive ourselves literally crazy and waste all kinds of energy being negative around our best effort. So we have to make sure that we trust ourselves and that we love ourselves and we have faith in ourselves that I did my best and my best was good enough, because that is how it all worked out. And it was either a glow moment, as they say in my son's school, or a grow moment. If something got messed up, that was an opportunity to learn and grow, and it's still in our kind of greater good that we grew. So this whole concept of just doing our best, trusting that our best is good enough, because we are good enough. You know, we are where we are until we have the opportunity to learn and get better. So it's a beautiful process. And then surrendering to the rest, surrendering to this flow of life. Whatever you believe, if you believe in God, if you believe in Star Wars, the Force, you believe in the universe, if you just believe in, you know, this flow of life that, you know, was here before us and will be here after us, you know, the force that keeps seeds growing in the spring and planets orbiting around the sun, there is a big force at work outside of us. And at the end of the day, we need to trust that. So trust ourselves and trust that. And the children enter. So perfect timing. Thank you. That's this week's blog post. You can always go to my website, goldevolution.com, to sign up for these emails and my blogs. This is Jessie. You can also get a bunch of free stuff on my website. There's a breathing guide, because breathing, right, helps us surrender and helps us. We're working on that at home, right, bud?
No, it doesn't help me. I've tried it a lot.
Yes, Jesse's trying these things, and it's a process, right? You would say?
Yeah.
He's looking at himself. It's a process. Another child, 2 children.
It's a party.
Yeah, it's a party. So, breathing guide. You can also get a free 7-minute morning meditation on my website.
I'm standing on something.
Yeah, you're sitting on a piece of paper. And then you can also get the first chapter of my book for free. And there's a whole chapter, it's from my podcasts, a whole chapter on surrender in the book. But the first chapter you get for free is on gratitude. So I'm grateful for you watching this and hanging out. I'm grateful for these beauties and these hugs and kisses
In this camera.
and my little
I'm here
puppies.
too, you know.
So yes, I got all these kiddos.
Yeah.
Grateful. So anyway, thank you. Have a great evening and hopefully we'll talk soon. Bye.